Today's topic is going to be about Forsaken updates and every upcoming Forsaken update. There's a bunch of news that we've gotten for Forsaken, and I kind of want to remind everyone what we should be expecting in the upcoming updates. This video will not include any release dates, and I will not be talking about the updates in order. And there's always that chance that some of these updates might be combined into one update or maybe split up into a few updates. So yes, we have our giant chapter 2 update in the works, right? This update 2 should include two main features: a brand new survivor called Veeronica. We barely know anything about Veeronica. We know she's going to be on a skateboard, skating around, and that's kind of it. The theory going around has been that she's going to be a type of survivalist, since a while back they actually did reveal a giant sheet saying where survivors are and how they will function. And if you see, Veeronica is actually in the survivalists. Survivalists are like noobs, where they can't really do anything. They can only really survive, help themselves, and that's it. And that's kind of, we don't know anything else for Veeronica. The next big feature in this update, we should be expecting Guest 666. Guest 666 is, well, of course, based on the original myth, but this time transformed into, you know, their own little version. And honestly, this guy's a beast. In our current state, this is going to be the biggest Forsaken killer. Only moves that we currently know is a leap ability, so Guest 666 will actually be able to jump, which is kind of crazy for anyone really in Forsaken. I'm actually really excited for this move because a lot of techniques are going to be used. You'll be able to jump on Brandon Works now, which is going to be actually so cool. The little castle in Brandon Works is going to be super cool. Another ability that Guest 666 will most likely be getting is a dash ability. We can see a broken version of this ability on screen. Yeah, they did mention something about a dash ability that's actually going to work a little bit differently from Cool Kid or Noli, but it still is a type of dash ability. We most likely will be receiving a noob skin as well with this update, being called, I think, Noob 666. If you get to level 100 as Guest 666, this will be a reward. We also know Noob and Guest 666 are going to be connected in some way. They will most likely also be having a last man standing theme, but I could be wrong on that as well. Here is Guest 666's intro. Expect the chapter 2 update. I don't even know when it's going to be coming out. What we do know is that there will be a public testing session to test out both of these characters and probably more features in this update. But that's pretty much it for this update. Of course, there's going to be a ton more things to expect in this update. For example, skins, most likely maps, and other stuff like that. But those are the two big features. All right, moving on with the list is going to be a type of patch update or more of a hitbox update. Recently, there was actually a public test more focused towards fixing up the game, making it a lot more balanced, and pretty much making hitboxes in this game feel a lot more better. I myself haven't really been in this game too much, so I can't say much, but in this update we actually did get a few extra things. A John Doe redesign. If you went into the shop, you would actually see free emotes, and also if you check the achievement area, you would actually see 12 brand new achievements. But the cool thing is, one of these achievements would actually award you a brand new Dusakar skin called Medic. This was actually a leaked skin a while back, and hey, it's actually finally going to be added into the game. Now yes, this update could also be included with the chapter 2 update, but I really don't know if they're going to do that. We still don't know how long until the chapter 2 update comes out, so if this update comes out on its own, I do think it would be a lot better for the game, since, you know, more updates in a way. Next up, let's talk about a Jason update. We should be expecting a new Jason redesign. Jason gameplay wise should be staying exactly the same. Nothing will really change. It's just going to be a full-on design change. Jason is also going to be renamed to the Slasher, but I think lore-wise Slasher's actual name is actually going to be Jason. This new Jason redesign is actually going to be a bacon hair. We already got a reveal for the milestone skins, and they look really good. I really like what they have in store, and honestly, most of our current Jason skins should look similar. The real big difference is going to be the mask. Maybe the mask is going to be slightly different, but that's kind of it. So all of your iconic skins are probably going to look the same or even better. An update that I'm really excited about, and we honestly don't know if this update's going to be on its own or if it's going to be packed into a different update. I'm also assuming once this update actually drops, we'll be receiving a bunch of new slasher skins in the game. Hopefully, I could be wrong, but that's what they tend to do when something new comes out for a specific character. Of course, Jason will also be receiving a bunch of new lore. As I stated previously, Slasher is going to be bacon hair. I'm also pretty sure that Jason or Slasher, whatever you want to call him, is actually going to be related to Guest 1337, our current survivor in the game. There's a bunch of pictures out there that you can find currently about Slasher. Moving on to another redesign, it's actually Two Time. Literally all we know is that Two Time is going to be getting a redesign. It looks very similar. All they added to Cool Kid was a simple jacket. Pretty much it. They're trying to spice up Two Time a little bit more, and I personally like it. Gameplay wise, I don't think we will be receiving anything new. The balancer changer for Forsaken actually did make a tweet saying that they are cooking up with Two Time, so we might be receiving a few balancing changes for Two Time, hopefully with the redesign. But other than that, I don't think we will be receiving too many changes for Two Time. Two Time does feel like a almost complete character after this redesign gets added. Just like with Slasher, I'm assuming a bunch of Two Time skins will be getting changed slightly, maybe adding the jackets onto those other skins as well. For example, Bold Time, or I don't know what other skins there are that look similar to the default one, but something along those lines. Another update type thing we should be getting is an actual new game mode for the game. Forsaken has had 0 game modes, so this would be a first. And yeah, the people who don't know what game mode is, simply it's you're playing, for example, around and there's something different. In this case, this game mode would be called Double Trouble, and just by that, I think it's kind of obvious to say that that means there's going to be 2 killers on the field instead of our usual one. So simply expect this to be more of a challenge type game mode update, whatever you want to call it, since you're gonna have to deal not with 1 but with 2 killers around the map. They have been saying they've been working hard on this game mode. It's still gonna take a little bit of time. Pretty sure that means that this mode will actually have a bunch of things to it. For example, maybe every survivor will get a slight buff, or every killer is going to be slightly nerfed, or maybe the maps are going to be different. Maybe each map is going to be slightly bigger just to make it a lot more fair for the survivors and killers. I honestly have no idea what they would do. I'm assuming if it's going to be a harder mode to survive in, we're gonna get higher rewards for actually surviving in these types of areas, since it would make perfect sense. 2 killers instead of 1. I need a better reward for that, unless if they actually make it perfect difficulty. But yeah, stuff like this is actually going to add a lot to the game, and I'm super excited. Developers are also currently working on rescripting the entire game. The main benefits of this is actually going to be, of course, faster production. The developers are going to be able to script a lot better, and updates will come out a lot more faster, which is going to be awesome. Another really good benefit for this update, they've actually stated that people should be less laggy. If you're expecting lag in Forsaken, expect no more. Lag should hopefully be gone. You might still expect a few lag spikes here and there, but for the most part, Forsaken should feel a lot more smoother to play. But other than that, we don't know anything about it. It's simply going to be probably one of those silent updates. We might receive the update. We might get a few skins in this update, since it is just going to be more on the programming side, so don't expect too much with this one. I feel like it is still an update that I should mention, since they've been working on this a lot, and even recently, programmers have been tweeting a lot more about this stuff. But other than that, I'm pretty sure that is every update that we should be expecting in Forsaken. Okay, again, a quick reminder that everything I said in this video could be wrong. It's definitely out of date. Some of the stuff will probably be combined into one. For example, Slasher and Two Time will most likely be in one update, and some stuff might just not be together overall, like the Chapter 2 update, if you know what I mean. Some stuff might change, and we might even get some stuff that hasn't even gotten announced at all. But other than that, I hope this video helps you a lot, and I hope now you can get excited for Forsaken updates even more. Thanks for watching.